All right, this will be the last video of the day. Let's get right into it. So first of all, I do want to clarify that, following any sort of rule or system or being aware or conscious of your decisions and what you think and what you do, that's a really big deal. You know what I mean? Always, doesn't matter what you think of somebody, you should kind of know if you see an individual, and I give myself credit for this, and I give myself more credit for this, is that I never really knew that about myself. People would say that I wasn't taking risk, or that I wasn't feeling emotions and all this crazy stuff, but I always did things, when I thought they were appropriate, or when I wouldn't do something when I didn't think it was appropriate, and the lines of what is appropriate, what not, we're so different. All of us are so different in this planet, and some of us are the same and whatnot. But I want to establish that there should be some sort of respect for anybody that follows like rules properly. I'll tell you right now, and I know you might laugh at this now, I have never really had a job as a cook. I actually worked as a cook for 1 week, for 7 days, and I did the open to close all day. Because I wanted to see what it's like, and that was, it only lasted about 7 days, 7 consecutive days, and it was done. Right? So I haven't really been a cook, but I'll tell you this, man, I do have respect for people who work in the restaurant industry and that work in the kitchen. You might say that's insane, that's so stupid, a cook's job is stupid. I have the utmost respect for them. Well, I shouldn't say the utmost respect, but I do respect them, and I'll tell you at what level I respect them at. When a guy's a cook and he's conscious, like he actually has integrity as a cook, this is something that he does, let's say full time, or he does this quite a bit. He's been doing this for years. He's gonna do it for years. Maybe he's going places. Maybe he wants to become a head chef or something like that, or wants to open his own business. Listen, when somebody actually has the integrity that they go, let's say for example, there's rotten meat and they go, I'm not gonna cook this and put this out there. Not because, I'll get in trouble, but, I'm not going to put this out there because I don't want somebody eating my food and getting sick, for example, right? I respect that. Say, well, the guy's just a cook, what's so special? No, I give the person respect for that. He's doing an honest job and he's trying to do it right. I mean, why not? There's nothing wrong with that, right? To give somebody respect that they're actually doing their job properly versus, let me have an unsanitary work area and it's totally horrible. The stuff is like 10 days old and rotten, whether it's the sauce or the vegetables or the meat, and this guy's serving that out there, like that's just ridiculous, so I do what I'm trying to say is I do have respect for somebody solely for the fact, and I feel like people do deserve respect when they're following rules, or they're doing something, or they have some kind of moral code or principle or values. You got to give them a little bit of respect for that, right? At the same time, some people disrespect somebody who has, who doesn't have that stuff, the morals and all that stuff, the codes and values and principles and all that stuff. So I wanted to establish that. Now I wanted to move on to something else. Now, you got to understand, and I want to make sure I talk about this, properly, is basically, like, I want to say this. I really want to make sure I say this properly. When somebody comes, let's say let's say somebody becomes known. Let's say me. Let's use myself as an example. Let's say my YouTube channel, right? Okay, I'm not really, like, I just started this not too long ago, and of course there's like so many channels that have been doing this for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 12 years, and they got a lot of views and everything, and they're very popular on YouTube and all that stuff. Good for them, right? You gotta also remember that, these videos are not coming from me living on the outside. I'm not exactly living on the outside, and I don't exactly have freedom. So you gotta understand that when I do these videos, it's incredible for me to get the views that I do get, because I'm doing it like you understand that, like, I'm not even, I don't even have freedom. Okay, I'm not even going out to different places and oh, I'm making a video, I'm doing a vacation log, I'm here now, I'm there now. Oh, this is some lake or something like that, or this is a party that I'm making a vlog on. I don't have that. So it's good that I got views purely based off of my perspective of things and the unique way that I put things into perspective. You know what I mean? And the unique content matter that I talk about. It's just not stuff that you typically hear. So it's something unique. And you gotta understand that's special for me to get views. But again, let's say my channel, right? Let's say when I started, nobody knew anything about my channel. Okay. There were, and I was getting comments from people, random accounts. Sometimes I get like negative comments or comments that were really stupid, just to basically, just to insult me or something, you know what I mean? And I'm getting comments like that, which is so stupid and ridiculous. But nobody really knows about my channel. So these people are kind of getting away with it, right? And, fast forward, I'm getting views now. People have acknowledged me. They acknowledge that I have a channel, right? They acknowledge that I'm a person with a channel and that I have some integrity and that I have some unique content and that I have some value to myself, right? That all gets taken into perspective, right? You got to think about it like this. If you lived in obscurity, right? Let's say you were born in Antarctica, okay? And there were like 3 or 4 people that visited you per year. Okay, you lived in Antarctica and someone would visit you and then go back, and someone would visit you and go back. Now, people could make stories about you. Oh, I met this guy in Antarctica. In Antarctica? There's people there? Yeah, there's this guy there. And he's amazing. He's a young fella, but he's amazing. And people will obviously, make up stories. Oh my God, he was the most amazing fisherman ever. He pulled out a fish that was like 5,000 pounds. It was an incredible time. I feel so much smarter and better after meeting this guy, right? People don't really know you. You know what I mean? You're living through the stories of others. People are telling stories about you that are 90%, and some of the stories are true, obviously, but let's say 50% of the stories or 60% of the stories are bullshit, right? Just to kind of benefit somebody else, right? Oh my God, I met him, and guess what he told me? He told me that I was the most handsome or the most beautiful woman that he's ever seen in his life. Really? This mystery man from Antarctica said that to you? Oh yes, he said that to you. What does he look like? Does he look like mysterious? No, he looks like a normal fella. He looks like an everyday guy, and this shit has happened in history. I'm not gonna go over a specific type. This has happened in history, Now everybody's hearing false stuff about me, and these guys know that the shit is not real. So they don't actually want to take me from Antarctica and bring me to, let's say, what's a big place? What's a popular place? Miami, okay, or New York. They don't want to actually take me to New York. Because they know that when they take me to New York, everybody's gonna find out that their stories were, if not bullshit, the people might just be worried that this guy that they're speaking so elaborately about, when they bring him to New York, everybody's gonna be like, he looks like an everyday guy or an average Joe or a normal guy. What the hell is so special about this guy? And he's not capable of the things that you told us he's capable of. It's like, oh, and then they would get embarrassed. So obviously they continue to protect the secret. Now, one day, if I sailed from Antarctica to New York, right? At that point, I would say that I would be like I would finally be like somebody that's there, right? And I'm not saying that I'm a player in the game. I'm saying people are just starting to find out about me and talk about me and stuff. Might take me a while before I actually become a player in something, because I need time before, I can actually start getting good at something. All these guys blew me up about how good I'm at fishing, and I'm not, but I started fishing and I'm amazing at it, and I'm getting better and better at it. In Antarctica, it was cold and I was just not the same guy. Now I am like a genuine version of myself, and now the news stories coming out about me are like news stories about the type of guy that I really am. I could even attract a lot of negativity. People saying, "Oh, this guy is horrible. Just look at him. He's an idiot. Treat him badly." You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, treat him badly, treat him negatively. You know what I mean? And even though sometimes I get treated nice, there might be some kind of negativity going on, right? Let's say after a little while, let's say after like a few years later, I've actually found my niche, right? Let's say I open my own restaurant or food truck. Let's say I open up my own food truck. Everybody knows that my food truck has the best food, let's say, right? And now I'm getting reviews. I'm getting food bloggers and critics coming. Oh, his food is actually very good. Is it really good? Yeah. Is it genuinely good? Yeah. And now everybody knows. Now I'm an actual player in the game, right? Now I am actually earning my value. So whatever is accepted of me as a value, I've actually earned it. I'm a real person now. Not a real person now. I am recognized or I'm acknowledged, right? That changes the game. Now, I don't know what stories you were telling or what was going on, but the fact is that, this is a reality. I'm here right now in my actual form, in what I genuinely look like and what I genuinely am like, and the things that I'm good at or not good at or bad at or whatnot, with my own unique personality, with my own self, and you see it, and it's seen and it's understood, right? That's all I gotta say, right? So I'm kind of using this example, and you have to try to read into it yourself. I'm not gonna go over everything and break it down and explain it. I think I've already broken down and explained it enough. But now it's like, if a story is bullshit, it might be like, okay, wait a second, that story is bullshit. Well, what did the story really go down like? Okay, A, B, C, and D. And there might be like 30 stories, and now there are news stories, and it's like, okay, this guy's real, this guy's there, he's a player in the game, and he's there, and that's all it is. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna break down and explain it any further. So I'm done. This is the video, and that's it.